All right, guys. Sue, you hear me all right? All right, welcome to another core session. Coach Jim here. So we're getting some good quality on this one. So one thing I want to focus on this week is upper back, shoulder stability. So a lot of times as I'm watching swimmers under the water, and something we spoke about last week on our coaches call is as you enter the water, if that shoulder is dropping and you're not having that good stability in the shoulder and the upper back to hold that arm up, the shoulder's dropping, the elbow drops a lot of times, and then you have to really work to get the elbow up to catch the water. If we can enter the water and keep a good stable shoulder, upper back as we extend that arm, whether we're breathing or we're not breathing on that side, good stable. It's not a flex. It's just a good entry and stabilizing that arm with the shoulder, upper back, keeping the arm as high as you can. It's going to help you get the elbow up at the beginning of the stroke and not have to catch up that elbow because the shoulder is dropped. So I see a lot of people entering the water, the shoulder drops and the elbow comes down right away because there's no stability or strength in that shoulder, upper back. You can enter with a good stable shoulder, strong upper back. Notice my arm stays up, elbow's up already, and then we can go right into that high elbow pull through. So we're going to work on that today. And we're going to focus on that a lot. So first off, I'm going to get on my knees to show you. You don't have to get on your knees, but you're just going to do some angels. I want you to pull your shoulders back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, keep the elbows back, curl your hips under you, and you're just going to come up as high as you can and down, and using that scapula upper back to move those fingers up and down. Keep the shoulders pinched together, keep the hips curled under you. And we're getting the mobility in that upper back. Let's do a couple of these here. It shouldn't be a very big movement. It's just a few inches up. And then bring it down till your elbows are level with your ears. Keep the chest open as you keep that scapula pinched together. Let's go two more. All right, cool. Shake it out. Let's do some rotations. Thumb up at your hip. You're going to bring your thumb up. Once you get to the top, you're going to rotate your pinky back and come all the way down to your hip. Try and keep your chest and your hips square to the front. Then you're going to return the same way with that pinky back. Rotate the thumb back at the top, down to the hip again. You're using that upper back, scapula to move that arm around, and everyone's flexibility will vary. So don't think just because you're not getting all the way over the top because you're not as flexible. It'll get there, but you got to work on it. Let's go one more. And move over to the other arm, same thing. Feel that scapula move. Free up that upper back. Don't worry about speed, worry about control and moving the correct muscles, joints. Chest is square to the front. Let's go one more. All right, good. Check it out. Let's grab our cords. So as we've been doing, we're going to do our setup, propel, finish, 3 segments of the stroke to set the tone as to how we're going to execute our cords. We're going to do one arm at a time. So we're going to set up for 20 to 30 seconds, propel through for 20 to 30 seconds, and then finish the stroke for 20 to 30 seconds. But on the setup, so let's say we're saying with our left arm, you enter the water, right? As that arm's extended, you want to feel that shoulder, upper back slightly engage to help keep that arm up. And from that position, get into your open armpit, elbow to the wall, then return. But I want you to feel every time you go to that extension position, it's not just extend and relax. It's extend and engage that upper back shoulder to help you keep that arm up. So I want you to think about that here as we set up, set up, set up. And then the second third will propel through with the open armpit. And then the third, we finish the stroke before moving on to the other arm. All right, so let's just set up for 20 to 30 seconds here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Left arm, you're just setting it up. Every time you extend, feel that shoulder, upper back, stabilize the rest of that arm. And it's just a light engagement. It's not like you're flexing it and clenching your teeth and flexing it so hard. It's just enough to keep that arm up and not let that shoulder drop as the fingertips enter. 3, 2, 1. Let's propel through with the left arm. Just accelerate front to back. Armpits open, elbows up. Your fingertips are in a half diamond position, allowing you to keep that hand under the shoulder the whole way through. If the fingertips are straight down, that probably means your hand is traveling outside of your shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Now just finish the stroke. Tricep extension from the hip back, flat hand. Think about that right arm extended out and that slight engagement of the shoulder scapula as you press through the left hand. 3, 2, 1. Move over to the right side, same thing. As that fingertips extend, slight engagement of that upper back and shoulder. Open your armpit. Externally rotate out that elbow towards the wall to your side. Every time you extend that hand, Kyle, take a step back. Need you at full extension so you can feel that, what I'm talking about. 2, 1. Right arm propel through. Big open armpit. Accelerate front to back. Elbow stays out the whole way. Don't drop it halfway through the stroke. This is all easy, guys. You're just getting the movement pattern down. 3, 2, 1. Now from the hip back, press through, flat hand. As you're doing this, focus on a little bit on the left shoulder, upper back engagement. Keep the hand flat as that right hand presses from the hip back behind you. Three, 2, we're gonna go through the whole stroke with the left arm now. Set up, propel through, finish. At the extension at the front, slight engagement, that upper back and shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Right arm, same thing. Feel how that slight engagement helps you keep that elbow and fingertips in alignment as that hand extends out to the front. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Let's get in your plank position. So what we're going to do here, you're going to be in the plank position and you're going to, it's just a small movement. You're going to drop your chest to the floor. Then you're going to press up through your elbows and round out your upper back. So we're just getting movement in the upper back as we press through the elbows and round out that back. We're going to do that for 45 seconds. If you need help, go down to your knees and do it from your knees. But feel that movement in the upper back as you drop the chest to the floor, then round out. 2, 1, let's go. So it's kind of like the scapula push-ups we've done in the past. But just relax the chest down, then press through the elbows, through the shoulders, rounding out that back, feeling that scapula engage. Keep the hips curled under you. No movement in that lower body. Three, two, one. Good. All right, shake it out. Get a drink. All right, so the first set, we're gonna go 90 seconds of our catch-up stroke, where we're stroking one arm at a time, alternating arms, left arm, right arm. So just as our focus, upper back, shoulder engaged. See how my elbow is in alignment with my fingertips as my hands are extended. Now, if we didn't have engagement in the shoulder, this is where I'd be. And look at my elbow. It's dropped below my wrist. So slight engagement in the shoulder from our starting position. And then we pull through one arm at a time, making sure we keep that upper back and shoulder engaged at that extension position. We're gonna go 30 seconds at 60%, extremely easy, 30 seconds at 70%, and then 30 seconds at 80%. So increasing effort every 30 seconds, starting very, very easy, just focusing on that stability. 2, 1. Think about that upper back shoulder engagement every time those hands come to extension. We're alternating left, right. You're not pulling until the opposite arm has recovered all the way to the front. Very, very easy. You're just thinking about your technique, guys. As you get the hand or the elbow out and open that armpit up, make sure your hand stays in that half diamond position, pulling to the hip. Let's increase the effort. 2, 1. Bring up to 70%, just a little more acceleration in that stroke. Not forgetting about the shoulder, upper back engagement at the extension. Two, 1. A little more acceleration, 80%. You're not flexing your traps, guys. It's your scapula, your rhomboids, your deltoids. All those are slightly engaged. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, let's get into our plank position. Do those same plank push-ups. 45 seconds. Let's do it again here in 3, 2, 1. Hips are curled under you. Belly button sucked into your spine. And the only movement is that upper back. Feel those shoulder blades fall together as that chest drops to the ground. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's get on your hands and knees. Do some cat-cow. Drop your chest to the ground. Lift your head up. And then press through your hands. Drop your head to the ground. Round out that back. Breathe in. Head up. Drop that chest. Breathe out. Round out the back. Press through the hands. Drop your head. Just move through that as you follow the breath. Let's go one more. All right, good. Grab your cords, back to our 90-second alternating. Just want to ingrain the stability, that upper back stability into our stroke. And this is where we do it. So we go to the pool and it's just second nature. Here we go. 30 seconds, 60%, nice and easy. 3, 2, 1. Every time that hand extends, feel that upper back, scapula, rhomboids. Keep the traps turned off, muscles next to your neck. You're not stressing the traps. You should feel, if you're doing it right, you should feel it's a lot easier to get that elbow up. 2, 1, 70%, a little more acceleration. Fran, get that elbow up. Your elbow is dropping. From the extension, externally rotate the elbow, open the armpit. 2, 1, bring it up slightly more acceleration. Make sure you're pulling that hand to the hip. Keeping the hand in the half diamond position as you pull through. Kyle, finish your stroke. Three, 2, 1, good. All right, about one more time in your plank. Scapula push-ups. Getting the hang of it now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Push through those elbows, push through those shoulders. Really feel that upper back engage as you push up. And then let it fall together as you drop down. The more you do it, the more mobility and movement you should feel in that upper back. Maybe the first round, you're only dropping a centimeter or 2. By this last round, you're feeling much more movement as you drop and push up, push through. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Hands and knees. Cat cow. Follow that breath. Breathe in as you look up and drop that chest. Breathe out, drop the head. Hollow out the chest, round up the back. Go at your own pace. Let's go 2 more. All right, good. On your feet. Let's go one more round of our catch up. Hope you guys are feeling when you go to the pool, the timing of that stroke, and you're not pulling too soon as we've been working on here week after week after week. You're letting that recovery arm touch the water before you pull that lead arm. So here we go, 60% effort, 30 seconds. 2, 1. Every time you reset those hands to the front, feel that upper back. Stabilize, engage. Just nice and easy effort. Make sure the movement pattern's correct. You're not dropping the elbow. You're opening up that armpit. You're not applying pressure to the water until you're in that propulsive phase. 2, 1. Let's bring up the effort slightly. 70%. Looking good, guys. Aronson, more acceleration in that stroke. 2, 1, 80%. Let's go. So you're accelerating. Once that hand's facing behind you after the setup, you're accelerating front to back. We're not just one speeding it through the water. You always think move that arm hand quicker as you move through your stroke. 2, 1. Good. All right, so we get our plank push-up position. You're going to be in your plank push-up position. All you're going to do is walk your hands out to where you think is comfortable, and then walk it back. The hips stay stable. They don't rock side to side. When you're out in that extension position, feel that upper back engage, and then walk it back to the starting position. 45-second plank walkout. Once again, if you have a tough time, do it on your knees. Walk out. Make sure those hips stay stable. They're not rocking back and forth. And then walk it back to the start. 45 seconds, plank walkout. 2, 1. Let's go, guys. You don't have to walk it very far. Once you get out to the end range, feel that upper back engage. Walk it back in. Do it slow and controlled. Curl your hips under. And don't let them rock side to side. If you need help, you can widen your stance with your feet a little bit or go down to your knees. 10 seconds. 5, 2, 1. Good. All right, so from the plank position, bring that left foot outside of the left hand. Reach the left hand up. Look up at your left hand. Drop that right hip. Oh, sorry, not drop the right hip. Drop the left hip. Feel the stretch in the right hip. All right, bring your hand down. Let's go to the other side. Right foot outside of the right hand. Reach the right hand up. Look up at that right hand. Feel the left hip stretch. Sink a little deeper into that right hip. All right, good. Grab a drink, guys. All right, so we're gonna do one arm pull so you can really focus on that shoulder, upper back. So we're gonna go 1 minute. Left arm only. We'll increase effort every 20 seconds, starting nice and easy. So your right arm is extended. You have that upper back engagement. Left arm, pull through, return, engage that upper back, pull through, return, engage upper back. So you're really focusing on that left arm re-engaging every time it goes out to that fingertip extension position. Pull through, engage, pull through, engage. All right, left arm, 60 seconds. Let's increase effort every 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice and easy, guys. 60%. Let's focus on that stability as those fingertips extend out. And the extension arm needs to be pretty much locked out at the extension position. 2, 1. Let's increase effort slightly. Pulling through in that half diamond. 3, 2, 1, 80%. Last 20 seconds. Keep the hand under the shoulder as you pull through. Don't pull outside of that shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Right arm only. Same thing. 60%. Get that elbow up. Good setup. Don't apply pressure to the water before you get the hand in that rear facing position. Finish your stroke. 2, 1. Little increased effort, a little more acceleration. Eyes are pointed straight down. Three, 2, 1. 80%. A little more. Come on. Keep that upper back engagement, shoulder engagement, and extension. Don't forget about it. I know I'm harping on it, but I need to remind you, it's too important part of the stroke that we overlook. 3, 2, 1. Good. Go to your plank walkouts. Push-up position, walk those hands out 3 or 4 steps, walk them back. Keep those hips nice and stable. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I want you to feel the stability in that upper back as you walk the hands out. Pause for a beat. Feel that upper back, shoulder engagement, and then walk it back. Curl those hips under. Don't let those hips move side to side, guys. Control. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's step that left foot outside the left hand. Reach that left hand up. Look at that left hand. Stack your shoulder blades on top of each other. Pull that chest back. Sink into that left hip. Feel the right hip stretch. Bring that left hand down, foot back. Bring the right foot up. Reach that right hand up. Same thing. Look up at the right hand. Sink into the right hip. Feel that left hip stretch. Open up your chest. Good. On your feet, let's go back to our one arm hold. All right, left arm only. Here we go. Left arm, 20 seconds at 60%. 3, 2, 1. Hold to that hip. Half diamond. Elbows facing the wall the whole way through. Engage that upper back at that extension position. 2, 1. A little more effort. 70%. You're keeping the whole stroke together. Three, 2, 1. 80%. More acceleration. Nice work, guys. Keep it right there. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right arm. 60%. Perfect technique every stroke. 2, 1, 70%, more acceleration. Every time that arm extends, stabilize that shoulder and upper back. And 80%, a little more acceleration. For one brief second, think about your left arm extended, that shoulder, upper back, stabilize on the left arm as you're extending that right arm. 3, 2, 1. Good. One more round of our plank walkouts. Here we go. 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. Suck your belly button in. Pause at the end range. Engage that upper back. Walk it back. Keep those hips stable, guys. Suck your belly button in. If you need help, spread those legs a little bit. Spread those feet. Eyes are pointed straight down. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Left foot outside the left hand. Reach that left hand up. Pull the shoulders back. Open up that chest. Hand down, left foot back, bring the right foot up. Same thing. Look up at that hand. Feel that left hip stretch. Right glute. Good. On your feet. One more round of our one arms. All right, left arm only. Here we go. 60% effort. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice and easy. Perfect technique every single stroke. You guys looking good, looking good. Arlene needs to take a step back, get more of extension out of that arm. 2, 1, 70%. Can't get extension in that arm. You're not going to be able to engage that upper back and shoulder. You're not creating enough tautness in your stroke. You're too limp. 2, 1, 80%. That's why you need that extension of that arm. Three, 2, 1. Right arm, 60%. Good half diamond, guys. Guys looking good. Elbows at about, I think it's 120 degrees around there. Angle. Increase your effort. 2, 1, 70%. Finish your stroke. Every stroke with that flat hand. You don't want to slice up as your hands exiting the water. You want to press back. Slice up, you're losing all that water. You're letting it go and not letting it work for you. 2, 1, 80%. Come on, more acceleration. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, on your back. Gonna do some dead bugs. Fingers pointed to the sky, knees at a 90-degree angle, toes pointed. Bring your right knuckles to the ground. Left toes are pointed as your left arm extends. Good stability with the other arm and the other knee. They're not moving. Bring it back to the start position. Opposite. So you're reaching your opposite hand, opposite foot away from you and alternating side to side. The limbs that aren't moving are nice and stable. You're only going to 90 degrees, guys. You're not going too far to your chest. Here we go, 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. So stop that knee bend at about 90 degrees. Make sure those hips are curled under you. You're not letting that lower back arch off the ground. Once again, suck that belly button in. And as you reach that hand away from you, feel that upper back move the arm. Drop the arm to the floor. Feel the glute engage as that toe reaches away from you at full extension of the knee. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Put your feet on the floor, bend your knees, curl your hips under. Let's do our internal external rotation. Fingertips towards the sky, drop your palms to the ground, keeping the elbows right where they are. Bring the fingertips back up, drop the knuckles to the ground, keeping the elbows right in that same position. So you're working your internal, external rotation of the shoulders. Definitely something you want to warm up before you get into the pool. You're missing out on that internal, external rotation. You're not allowing that arm, elbow, hand to move into the most powerful positions, because it all starts with that shoulder stability and mobility. So 2 more. Good. All right, on your feet. Let's get a drink. All right, we're gonna double arm pull. I know we don't do it too often as of late, since we're working on our single arm focus. But we're gonna pull with both arms at the same time for 45 seconds. We're gonna build that for every 15 seconds. And what we're gonna do once again, you're gonna extend, as you extend out, pull your shoulder blades back. Don't stress the traps, but I want you to feel that engagement of the shoulders and upper back, and then you pull through. Recover, engage shoulders, upper back, pull through. For some reason, or it's easier to feel it as you're doing it together with both arms. So I want you to really feel it with both arms as we go for 45 seconds here, increasing effort every 15. Here we go. 60% effort in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And every time you come back out, engage the upper back, stabilize with the shoulders, and set the tone that arm's going to be high, helping you keep the elbow up. 2, 1, a little more acceleration. Eyes are pointed straight down. Now it's a full diamond with those hands pulling through together. 2, 1, 80%. More acceleration. Don't forget about engagement. 3, 2, 1. Now extend your arms. Extend your arms. Stay right here. Extend those arms. Same engagement. Pull with your left arm. Right arm. Alternate. Feel that same engagement that you just had pulling at the same time. Arms at the same time. I'm going to go 10 more seconds here. Effort is moderate. I just want you to feel that same engagement as you pull one arm after the other and alternate. 3, 2, 1. Good. So we're applying that feel that we have with both arms as we extend into alternating as if we were swimming. All right, here we go. Dead bugs. 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. So really extend those toes away from you. Reach those fingertips away from you with that upper back. Slow and controlled, guys. Good. Make sure you breathe. Curl your hips under. Suck that belly button in. Eyes are pointed straight up. 10 seconds. Feel that glute engage as you extend that leg away from you. 3, 2, 1. Feet on the ground, elbows on the ground, internal, external rotation. Hold it for a beat. Knuckles to the ground, hold it for a second. Bring the fingertips up, palms to the ground, hold it for a second. Don't let those elbows move. Keep the elbows in one spot. Keep your upper arm on the ground as the forearm and the hands rotate top to bottom. Two more. Good. All right. Double arm for 45 seconds, then we alternate for about 30 seconds after that, keeping that same upper back engagement. We'll build effort every 15, starting at 60%. 3, 2, 1. Both arms at the same time, nice and easy. Make sure those traps stay turned off. The scapula, the rhomboids, the deltoids that are engaged. 2, 1. A little more power, 70%. Two, 1, 80%. All right, we're going to relate that engagement to our alternating in 2, 1. Left arm. Keep that upper back engaged. Moderate effort. Perfect stroke. Starting with that stabilized arm. Open the armpit, guys. Don't drop your elbow because you're getting fatigued. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, one more round of dead bugs. Here we go. 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Don't let that back arch off the ground. Knees come up to 90 degrees and stop there. Keep those feet up at that 90-degree angle. Don't let them drop. Bring your feet up to 90 degrees, guys. I see some of those feet dropping. I'm gonna work those hip flexors. $15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go internal, external rotation one more time. Drop the palms down, fingers up, knuckles down. Hold it for a second at each. So 2 more. Good. All right, guys, on your feet. Just real quick, if you think about a diving board, right? Diving board has one arm, one end anchored. You jump on the other end. That anchored side stays there so you can bounce off and get that energy, right? If that side were anchored, you bounce off and that shoot up, you lose the energy and it just fall right down. You fall down, you wouldn't get that energy and bounce off of it. Same thing is for the shoulder. I think that's a good analogy. Is this is your foundation, this is your stability point, that's your planted position. So this all here is the rest of the diving board to get that energy. If there's no foundation, there's no structure here, it's dropping, you're not going to get any energy in that stroke. All right. So that was just a quick analogy to think of, that you want to keep this as the foundation, this is the structure, so you can get the energy from the stroke starting here. Right? If there's no structure here, if you let that elbow drop, you're not getting the upper back shoulder engagement. You don't have that good plant point from which to set the stroke up. All right. So this is your plant point. That's what we want to think about this week as we're swimming. Enter the water, upper back shoulder engagement, keeping that arm up, allowing for all that energy to go into your stroke. All right. So think about that this week as you go to the pool. You get some stretching and mobility on your own here to cool down. But amazing work, guys. Good focus. You made some really big gains, and I think you made something click in your brain regarding that upper back stability and mobility. So thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next week. Coach Jim out. Bye.